6th of 2014. Let's get right into it. We see the same faces passing by every day, my faithful wife and I. Ghosts walking by our windows, their faces gaunt and pale, their speech slurred almost hauntingly so. They held up signs, although most of which read similar messages. Will work for food, feed me, spare change. You had to feel sorry for the beggars and the homeless on the streets which you run a respected diner on. Their faces unwashed, we thought that we could not just feed them for free. Then, regular patrons would also demand the same treatment. Then it would be unfair and unjust. Yet at the same time, we couldn't just leave them out there to rot. We had to help them. We looked at a picture of our son, who went and never returned from war, and that's how our idea struck. The next day, when the night was going by lazily, we let this one man in. He introduced himself as Kyle. Kyle was one of those people. He had been sleeping in alleyways and the outskirts of towns for years after he was laid off and lost his home. Unable to make a living for himself was how bad the economy was doing. He ordered a brisket, the diner's specialty. In the kitchen, as she was preparing the maid's food, my wife asked if we were doing it right, and if what we were doing was right, if our method, if this is the way we were to truly guide them. After a long discussion, I assured her that our friend Kyle would be thankful for us helping him along the way. Kyle's eyes lit up as we brought the plate out, and he began to chow down quickly. He was a hungry one. We wondered when the last time he ever had a good meal exactly. His mouth was almost mechanically messed up in a way that he took in his food and chewed it so quickly, and the way he swallowed each bite down. With a small smile, he thanked us for the wonderful meal. We just smiled on, out of courtesy more than anything else. He blacked out and was later pronounced dead by the police. We covered it up well. After all, it turned out the homeless man had a fatal disease and could have died any day. A bit of luck on our side there. The second, the third, the fourth, all those wretched souls that were set free of the suffering from homelessness, disease, and starvation. Our efforts were put at rest after one certain customer came in. It still haunts us to this day. Not a moment goes by when we think about what we have done that one evening. He told us that his name was Jason, as I held the door open for him. He was a very scruffy man in ragged and dirty clothing. It was an eyesore just staring at the poor soul for too long. He needed help, and we were the ones to set on him. We were going to send him to a much, much better place, a special and celestial kind of home up high. God was calling him to take him home with wide open arms. I felt it in my bones and my blood. We gave him a big meal of steak to eat like the rest of him. He did not seem to notice that he had been spiked with poison. Oh, how he loved it. He told us how it reminded him of his mother's cooking when he was a child. We smiled in unison and waited for his freedom. And soon it came, as always, as we watched his eyes close for the very last time. The investigator, per usual, came as soon as possible. Surprisingly still, they had not suspected a single thing despite the bodies piling up. At least until we turned ourselves in. The man was apparently an amnesiac after a tragedy after a few years back. The doctor looking over him noticed that the slum was wearing dog tags around his throat, and my heart sank as he read the name. I was confused at first, but then it struck home. It turned out that our poor dear son never did die in the war after all. Wow. That was The Diner, written by Flaky Porcupine. I'm sorry if I messed up a few things within that story. To be honest, I'm still a little shook from the last story I read. If you guys haven't heard it yet, go check it out. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. Maybe more than you did this one. This one was pretty good too, in my opinion. series. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.